Yeah. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. All right, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect Hakim teaching us truth throughout the four ends of the world. All right, shalom to the elective Israel. All right, the Bayat Shah, the house of David. Okay, the men, women, and children listening and learning. Lord willing, this camp be edifying. We back once again through the will and power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, Yahweh being the name in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, who you ignorantly call God, meaning He to be. All right, Bahashem, which means in the name of Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shai is who you ignorantly call Jesus. Okay, and Yahweh Shai means the deliverer, or He delivers. Okay, he's coming back. All right, contrary to what people believe, to save everybody. He's only going to save the Israelites. Okay, you get that in Matthew 1:21. All right, and Israel. All right, these are the people in the land of Israel today. The Israelites of the Bible are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, the curses in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, playing unto. All right, there's a mark, a sign, and a wonder for our people. All right, to know who they are, and we calling the elect of Israel back to repentance because it's prophesied. All right, here in Babylon the Great, aka America, that our people would wake up. All right, our people would wake up in the valley of death, the shadow of death. All right, and learn who they really are. All right, because you're not a so-called African American. All right, you're not a Hispanic. All right, you're not a Native American. All right, those were all bywords that this devil Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, put on you in this captivity. Okay, so we back here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked queendom, Babylon the Great. All right, and let's get started with prophecy.
This is Second Esdras 9, starting at 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before.
So those signs passing is those wars, rumors of wars. Okay, end time prophecy the Bible speaks of. All right. What else? Earthquakes in diverse places. All right. Then you just had another earthquake about a week ago. I want to say, was it South America?
I believe so.
Somewhere out there. All right. You also got wars, rumors of wars amping up. All right. Kim Jong-un, doing his thing. Creating new weapons of mass destruction. All right, China and the U.S.
BRICS coming together.
Put out a new, pretty much a statement saying that they're not going to disclose information of nuclear war activity, which they used to do. All right. So all these things are happening. You still got Russia, Ukraine. All right.
Russia's not getting back into it either. They're not going back to the nuclear war talks as well, and that's all. Hey, all prophecy is being fulfilled.
So you got that. You also have this push for a cashless society. That's probably been the biggest headline in the news. All right, along with more derailments, chemical spills.
God.
Okay, which the Lord said that He's going to bring plagues to Egypt as before. All right.
And here it is, the cashless society is one of the biggest things in the news, but it's not bigger than Trump's indictment. Right.
So that's all.
Sleight of hand.
Right. That's all a
distraction.
Right. Got it.
Continue. 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same thing wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. So when these signs of prophecy come out, all right, things that are are prophesied to happen in the Bible, okay. When these things are occurring, okay, we know it is close, and here it is. We're in the last of the last days. All right, that time of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Hamashiach coming back to redeem His people, which is only the elect of Israel, which will be saved on this side. All right, it's close. All right, because we're seeing all these things unfold. Go ahead.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people and the world, thou will understand that the Most High spoke of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right, and everything's set in stone to pop off.
Yeah.
All right. Even though you don't have it here in America right now, all right, it's coming. All right, it's coming soon. Okay, because everything that happened, just like this pandemic happened, it took some time to come up over here. Well, we know that this food famine is shortly approaching. Hyperinflation is shortly approaching. It's actually coming quick. It's actually coming very quickly. All right. Here it is. J.P. Morgan made a statement and tweeted that we are past the point of no return. All right. J.P. Morgan, if you don't know them, they Chase Bank. Okay. So when a major bank company makes a statement like that, hey, it's only a matter of time. All right. Gold is constantly going up. But those uproars of people, you have that out in France. They have riots out there. All right, you actually just had that crisis that happened, I believe, earlier this week. Down in the immigration center. Yeah. Okay, where a fire caught on fire, and a lot of Northern Kingdom got judged.
39 Northern Kingdom.
So many people died.
Yeah.
Right, but they were already living in lowly conditions. You went into that immigration center and pretty much were food deprived. You came to trying to get into America for the American dream, trying to flee, whatever oppression you had. All right, but it just followed you. All right, so you can't take yourself out of the condition that you're in. All right, you need that mercy and grace from Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, that's what our people always forget. All right, they think that they can deliver themselves out of this hell. All right, but that's not the case. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 9:5. For like as all that is made in the world has beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Right. So the end is manifest, meaning that it's already created. All right. Yahweh Shem Shai, get that in. Let's see. I think it's Isaiah 47th chapter. If I'm not wrong. Let's see real quick. But just to keep the scriptures going. But Yahweh Shem Shai has created the end from the beginning. All right. He has this whole the Bible has the whole game plan written out for you. All right, who's gonna come up? Who's gonna and who's gonna take the fall? And we're just doing our part. Yeah, 46 and 10.
46.
Yeah, 46 and 10.
This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times that the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Right. All the pleasure of Yahweh Shai. But what's the spirit of Yahweh Shai's prophecy? All right. He said, declaring the things that have not yet been. Okay. That are not yet done. Okay. That's prophecy. All right. Prophecy means to speak before. All right. Before it happens. All right. Yahweh Shai set up the mouthpiece. Get that in Luke 1 and 7. He said his prophets up here, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom. All right.
I got it. Luke 1 and 7.
All right. You go to second verse. There was a no,
that's fine. Or you want to read that? This is the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 7, and it reads, "And they had no children, because that..."
1 and 69.
Oh, you said 1 and 69? So like,
Where it says raise up the horn of salvation.
yeah, I thought you said 1 and 7. I'm sorry.
1 and 7.
Oh.
I think that's what I'm saying. But you can start at like 69, 68.
God.
Where it says the horn of salvation.
God. All right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, and I'm going to start at verse 68, and it reads, "Blessed be Yahweh, Bashim Shai, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have risen up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David."
Right. And that was, that was Yahweh Shai, that horn of salvation. All right.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Right. So since the times because Noah was a prophet. All right. Noah was a prophet. He prophesied that this flood was coming. Hey, you get that in Matthew, the 24th chapter. Because that's the same. You grab that, but go back. Read that.
This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have planned beginnings and wonders, and powerful works, and endings, and effects and signs.
Right. So we know that these effects and signs are happening right now. Those earthquakes, the wars. It's going to be a big, it's going to take a major, major events, all right, to take this devil out of rulership, all right, because he has the power, he has the fatness of the earth. That was the blessing. The technology, all right, the sword, all right, modern day gun, and weapons that we haven't even seen. All right, they have fake, mock chariots, that they're gonna use, to actually fight against, the Elohim and Yahweh Shai when he returns. Okay, but this is all coming out, the words that we speak are all coming through the Spirit. All right, the Holy Spirit that Yahweh Shai placed in his prophets, and Lord willing to be those men. All right, so but it's gonna be big events that take out this devil. And once those things start speaking, all right, then hey, you better be on your P's and Q's. Nation of Israel, you better have your stuff together.
Right.
All right.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 21, and it reads, "For then shall the great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor even shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved."
Right. And because of these conditions that are coming, they're going to be very troublesome. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. All right, where most of the burden is going to be placed on the reprobates of our nation. All right. We know through scripture that Yahweh Shem Shai is going to look out for his elect. All right. He's gonna tend unto them as needed. Not saying that we're not gonna go through the same troubles, but we're gonna have a way out. All right, he's gonna make a path for us, feed us. We're not gonna starve to death. Lord willing, we be of it. Okay, go ahead.
Continuing on, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. "But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall..."
And that's happening right now in the last days. There's a man heaping themselves up as teachers, all right, and giving you false doctrine. All right, but the elect is not going to deceive the elect.
Shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Go down to 37.
Okay.
Just read 37.
Just drop down to 37? Come.
That's the point.
Yeah, I just... Book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 37, and it reads, But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right? And what was happening in the days of Noah was there's an abundance of wickedness going on. All right. So just as we have it now, all right. If you want to back that up in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, the 4th verse, or the exceeding wickedness of the whole earth. You know, because this kingdom and rulership has Esau Edom has spread out this Western philosophy of foul spirit in the world. It has the whole world under this trance, all right, and glorifying wickedness, all right. You got it?
The second Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right. So the hurtful works of the wicked are fulfilled. All right. These sins have reached into the heavens. That's why the Lord's gonna come down, and take out the wicked. All right. So he can start fresh again. All right. Just as he did in the times of Noah. Go ahead. You got it. Yeah, we do.
First, book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 38, and it reads, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day Noah entered into the ark.
Right. So until that rain started to drop, all right, they thought Noah was batshit crazy. All right, they didn't believe what he was saying, but he was prophesying into them. All right, and the Most High blinded them not to see it because he didn't have any of them accounted for. All right, he had that righteous seed line that was going to be created, through Noah. All right, and continue on through Noah. And as it says, they were eating, marrying, all right, having weddings, having a good old time. Well, while the Most High was preparing the destruction of, the land at the time. All right, go ahead and grab First Thessalonians 5.
And continue on that. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 40. Slakia. And it reads, then shall two be in the field, and one shall be taken, and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, and the other left.
Right.
Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come.
But, so two in the field and one taken. All right, but we know two out of every three Israelites, ain't gonna make it. All right, that's the 1/3. If somebody wants to grab Zechariah 13th chapter, that explains it all right there.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, because the 2/3 of Israel, every wicked Israelite is gonna die by the sword, famine, ICBM missile.
All right. This book of Zechariah, chapter 13, and start at verse 8, and it reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Right. 2/3 of Israel are gonna die by the sword. All right. Death by famine, plagues. All right. And we come in those times where, hey, it says, the slain of the Lord shall be many.
God.
Right? Yahweh is ordaining everything to happen the way it is.
God. And that 2/3, the 2/3 that are going to die, that is strictly, this thing is strictly talking about the Israelites. All right. And the other nations are going to perish.
All right. Casualties.
Right. That are here on the shores of America.
Casualties of war, hey, the nation of Israel is taking the biggest hit.
God.
Hey, you don't have to.
You know, I got it. All right. Continuing on, Zechariah 13:9, and it reads, "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is my power."
So the Most High is gonna save His elect. All right, that's the elect of Israel. That's the only people that's gonna be saved. You know, through these perilous times. All right. Other than that, you know, everybody else is gonna be in a low case. And that's who's calling on the correct name of the Lord. That's who's you know out here doing the work of the Lord and getting you know preparing their selves, you know, for a chance at salvation. Because we know that the elect is already preordained. All right. So you have to be a spirit, you know, from the foundation of the world. All right. That Yahweh Shema Shai already, you know, said that you're gonna make it. All right. We have that faith. All right. Yeah. Go to First Thessalonians.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5, starting at just go to verse starting 1. But of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. And that, you know, that's how the Lord is coming, a thief in the night. Night in the Greek is lux. All right, meaning a time of what is that? It means a time of you know, a lack of morality. All right, darkness. People don't know that you know what's really about to happen if you're not in this truth. All right, and you're gonna be blindsided by the prophecy. All right, you're gonna lose your shit because
Continuing. For when they say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not and they shall not escape.
Right. Birthing pain. When a woman travails, you know, the whole world stops.
God.
Gotta
Right.
You know, can't those contractions come. You know, and it talks about those contractions in the 2nd and 8th chapter.
God.
You know, you can't stop it. All right, but that's going to be the mighty men. All right, the earth, the people that you think, you know, the LeBron James, you know, people you feel like is untouchable. All right, biggest buff dude. You see that dude on Instagram that's walking around like this, throwing shit out of people's hands. All right, he's gonna be in a low K. All that muscle gonna shrink on him. All right, if he ain't eating to keep it up. All right, and but that's what it's coming to. All right, peace and safety. Who's calling out peace and safety? You saw Edom is right. All right, saying that they have this big game plan with what's going to save, you know, the economy. All right, what's going to save the American from going into another Great Depression. All right, and everything else is saying that we headed there. All right, there's months, weeks, you know, until we get there.
Keep the blindsided through the distractions while they're doing all their wickedness behind the scenes, passing all these things.
Meanwhile,
For their system.
the laws that they put in place, you know, the other events that are going on that are probably self-made.
Right. Because hey, just like this land of America is not gonna make it. All right, it is prophesied. Brothers are out on the highways prophesying on the highways and byways. Plus, like the brothers just said, everything in the laws are pushing forward the agenda. All right, because America is nothing but a marketplace. Okay, the bankers got what they needed out of it, right? Made their riches. Hey, took away the laws and capitalized. All right. Hey, they used this harlot. All right. They used her. Hey, he ejaculated and evacuated. That's exactly what they are doing to the America and to you Americans.
Right. You can't pay the debt. All right. Then, you know, what do you think they're going to do? All right, as we were seeing, all right, these other nations are applying for BRICS. All right, one of the main ones that's closest to home, all right, it is Mexico.
God.
You know, that's like having Ukraine.
Yeah, it's no
Right?
different.
The thing is that Ukraine is not a part of NATO. All right, neither is Mexico, but that's the same tactic. You know, because now you got somebody on your front door.
Yeah. Putin say, how does it feel?
In a line. That's the same thing that's going on with why France was bad with America for sending those missiles out to Australia.
God.
You know, these alliances are being broken. All right, and NATO and EU, as prophesied in the Bible, is breaking apart slowly but surely. All right, continue. Let him finish on.
First Thessalonians 5:4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief.
Right. The elect of Israel see what's coming. All right. Therefore, hey, a prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself. Okay. And we're hiding ourselves in this word. All right. We're hiding ourselves in the secret chambers of the Most High, which is this truth and knowledge. All right. Repentance. Okay.
You gotta pray. This will be the book of Luke, chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 77, and it reads, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins, through the tender mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, whereby the day spring of from on high hath visited us, to give us light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the way of peace.
What's that way of peace is that straight and narrow path. On the second episode, or in Matthew 7 chapter. That straight and narrow path that Yahweh Shai laid out. All right, because broad is the
Broad is the way.
or narrow, straight.
Yeah.
Matthew 7.
Yeah, I'm right there. Broad is the gate, but narrow is the way. I had one more on that. I just thought you were expounding on God. This is the book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 80, and it reads, and the children grew and waxed strong in spirit, and was in the desert till the day of his showing until Israel. Unto Israel. I said until. All right, so unto Israel. So, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is raising up his prophets, raising up his nation. All right, and the way that the nation is getting raised up is first and foremost through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with his prophets out on the highways and byways. All right, starting with the Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakah, that you are able to receive this truth. All right, break it down properly, giving you the knowledge, giving you the wisdom and the knowledge. All right, because wisdom and knowledge is the stability of that time. All right, so this is the only way that we're getting out of that the dry bones in the valley. Okay, this is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai having mercy on the nation of Israel yet again by delivering his mouthpiece unto the highways and byways again. So you have a opportunity, a chance at salvation. Okay.
There was that time period where the word was sealed.
God.
All right, it was closed up to the nation of Israel. But the Lord is in the unrighteous power. All right, and He's a man of His word. What He says, shall be, and that's it. But due to due to Israel going off, He had to chastise us, as a whole nation. Most High deals with people as a nation. All right, because He doesn't deal with individuals. Now you get judged as a whole nation. He deals with individuals too, but
first and foremost as a nation.
Whole nation. So your people are doing bad because the people as a whole. your leadership was going on.
God.
All right, yeah. You know, it's around 10 and 10 as the king is,
So are the people.
You know,
I got Matthew right quick.
John, let him grab this. I'm gonna go back.
This is Ezekiel 33:7. So thou, son of man, I have set thee a watchman upon the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and ward them from me.
Right. He said a watchman are the prophets. All right, warning the people, you know, of what? Prophecy. You know, right now, the kingdom of Babylon the Great, aka America, being destroyed. All right, destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. All right, warning them of World War III, warning them, you know, if you don't come back and repent, all right, then you have no chance of making it out of this captivity. All right, you'll die on this side. All right, that's the end of it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13, and it reads, Enter ye, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way.
And straight, meaning difficult, all right? This ain't going to be an easy path to the kingdom, right? Because taking, you know, repenting and coming back into this truth, all right, we have to bear the same burdens that Yahushua did. All right, we have to bear his cross. We cannot be his disciple unless we bear his cross daily. Well, what happened with Yahushua? He was persecuted. All right, he was you know, called blasphemy. Called you know, he was chastened with you know, for things that he did in his previous lives.
God.
And then we're taking up that same oath. So, you know, you better believe that, hey, these times, you know, they're not going to be easy. It's not a cakewalk into the kingdom. No, you're going to have to, you know, suffer the infirmities and these low-level, in this low-level flesh, deal with demons, all right, with these principalities in high places, you know.
It shows that the servant is not higher than the master.
Right. Have humility, you know, and humble yourself down, take the low road, you know, in certain situations, or else, you know, that could lead to further consequences. And we're not here to you know, live our best life, as Will Duval says.
I'm going to read that again. And I'm going to go through 14. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13, and it reads, Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. My eyes were.
So wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction. Okay, because the whole world, you know, says what you could be this. Then those you know, the RSC, you know, they just changed their policies on you know, the alphabet group. They say you good with us now, all right? Say, come on, you could go to our church and we'll accept you. You know, the Jesus Christ accepts you. Well, you know, this Jesus Christ was a mo him damn self, all right? But not Yahushua. Okay, don't get it twisted. All right, Yahushua said, "Wait, I did not come to destroy the law, but fulfill it." Okay. So you better believe that he ain't letting no damn mo into the kingdom. All right, that's something you got to repent from. Okay, that's a reprobate spirit, but wide, meaning that, okay, the world is wide, meaning that you can do anything and you know, be a part of it, be accepted. Anything outside of you know, the 613 laws, when you're outside of those 613 laws, hey, you good with America. All right, because they condemn the righteous, but you know, applaud wickedness.
Hey, Alex, they're probably spirit.
Right.
You know, continuing on, and many, it's lucky, and may there be many there be which go in thereat, Slakia, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Right, few. Hey, what is I'll say, many are called, few are chosen.
God.
All right, and that gate is so narrow. All right, you can only go in one by one. That's really reiterates that in second Petrus. And you got fire on one side and water on the other. There's not no light water. All right, those are also the two present agents that the Most High used, and is going to use, to cleanse this world. All right. Actually, start at
Okay. Second Peter 3, starting at 9. Yahweh Shimei Shai no slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to us wide, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Right. Most High is not slack concerning his promises. All right. Concerning the transfer of this kingdom, or the transfer of this kingdom, okay, over to the Israelites. Concerning, when the Most High says something, he gets it done. As some men count slackness, you say, I'm gonna, get to doing my bills, or I'm gonna get to mowing that lawn, but then you don't get to it a couple days later. Basically, when Yahweh Shimei Shai says it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. All right. Man, and he wishes the Israelites to repent. All right, which you can only repent if you're of Israel, because you can only sin if you're of Israel. All right, because sin is transgression of the law, and the laws were given, only to the Israelites. All right, let him read.
Yeah, I got it free though.
You want to get it right now?
Yeah, they're actually a fit. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 33, that reads, "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away."
See, Yahweh Shimei Shai's word will not pass away. Right? It's going to stand, and is standing the test of time. And that's what validates the Bible. Here it is, these things were written, how many years ago, and they come to pass.
Over 2,000 years ago.
What's one of the main things you go to is the Euphrates River.
God.
Drying up.
Yep.
Prophecy, we're seeing
Firsthand.
Firsthand. Hey, we're seeing everything right now. It's cashless society. It's just if you have the knowledge to understand it. All right?
We're in that day.
Right. We're in the times of all these prophecies unfolding.
You can no longer say, you can't say that, hey, not in my time, not in my day. That's going to happen maybe in my children's generation.
Right. Why? You just can't. You just don't get it if you can't see it right now. Right. It's right there in front of you. Even the people that the regular average citizens, they see it.
Hey, those are the Bible Belt, even though they are not of the nation of Israel, see it. Yeah, no, but what I'm saying, even those who are not of the nation are seeing it, though.
Right.
Now other heathens are seeing it, and those they're calling it out.
Even the other half of the devil see it as well. They're coming against it. They see it.
Right, because they can't say that. Hey, it was made public that we're going cashless starting today.
Right.
The transition of going cashless is starting now. All right, so what you gonna see? More businesses, buy out, take the buyout, to go cashless.
Oh.
They had those little incentives, $10,000 for your business to go cashless. Well, hey, that's only going to continue to grow.
Yeah. Well, they're only going to go $10,000 for so long, and then guess what? If you don't do it, your business is going to be closed.
Yeah, they're going to close it up just like they did, when C19 was around.
Yeah.
All right, they closed up all small, mom and pop stores. All right. And if you're deemed, a necessity, they allowed you to continue. They allowed your business to be open. All right. Go ahead. Continue. Use the
I got more, but I can go after.
Just get it right.
Verse 34, this is Luke chapter 21, verse 34, and it reads, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcome with suffering and darkness and cares of this life, and and so that day come upon you unaware.
We made that point, you know, that the masses are going to get caught unaware. Good.
For as the snare, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Right. All these things that come present. And hey, who's laying the biggest snare? All right, Esau Edomites. All right, through the use of their laws. All right, through the use of their you know, all these things that are happening. Hey, you can't go a week with another without another change around or chemical spill. All right, that's been since the beginning of this year. All right, yeah, hey, another bank closing. All right, they manifested this poly crisis. All right, because it was already written in their laws. You know, it was already in their game plan. You know, and to be a part of their great, you know, reset. You know?
No, that was it.
Right. 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of Yahweh Shimei Shai will come as a thief in the night, and the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right. That great noise and fervent heat is ICBM missiles. All right.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Right. So what type of people should we be concerned about? All right. Who makes it into the playoffs? All right. Getting money. All right. When we know what time it is. Yeah, we have to do things to continue on in this life and to sustain ourselves. All right, using the world, not abusing it. You know.
Looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
You want to get what is it, Malachi 3? Is it Malachi 3:16? Speak for your thoughts.
I got it.
So what matter of conversation should be involved in prophecy, being watchful. Yeah, you got it.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 16, and it reads, Then they that fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai speak often to one another, and Yahweh hearkeneth, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai hearkeneth and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feareth Yahweh, that feared Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and that thought upon his name.
All right, but you're saying these last times, all right, the prophets, all right, are going to be speaking frequently amongst each other, all right, breaking down the mysteries of this truth. All right, that's the holy conversation that we need to be having right now. All right, this is where it's really at. All right, because everything else outside of this, all right, that wide gate, you know, hey, it ain't gonna save you. All right. All right, when they say make no
turn alert.
Yeah, get that in. All right. What it say when they put something about silver? And we seeing, this devil, he's coming down with great wrath right now. It may not feel like it, because it's not like, individually affected. But in the masses, man, hey, his master plan is taking fight. Right? In those secret places. Yeah, there's, I think it's down,
Be not ashamed when a concern of thy soul.
like times.
Making Terry front, so
Might be different. You could look that up concerning. I thought it was right here.
concern of thy soul.
Oh, maybe that's psychology. So I think it's psychiatrist. It's a chapter. I don't know where it's at. You can read that though. It's 3 5%. Somewhere in Sriracha.
Yeah,
Maybe it's 18.
Jimmy was not ashamed of concern of thy soul.
Just look up Science by Soul.
Just
Anyway.
concern of thy soul. When I type it, this thing is burning. And 7.
Go ahead.
All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. Make no tarry to turn to Yahweh. No, go ahead. No, that's it. Make no tarry to turn to Yahweh Shai and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh Shai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right. What does it mean when it says in thy security? In the comfort of your own homes. All right, with heat, snuggled up in a blanket. All right, chilling with bed, middle of the night, in the wee hours. All right, hey, that's when things gonna pop off. Blackouts gonna hit. All right, you ain't gonna be able to use your debit card no more. That cash is all gone. You ain't got no nothing stored up either because you wasn't, diligent. All right, you wasn't diligent enough to take heed. You didn't have them lamps trimmed. All right, and that's security. All right, when you think everything's cool, kosher. All right, hey, the Lord's gonna make things very uncomfortable for you.
Set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for thou shalt not profit thee in the day of calamity.
Right. Hey, set not thy heart upon goods. All right. Hey, these anything that you save up ultimately ain't gonna save, and Most High could make everything spoiled. All right. Everything that you have go right.
Don't try to get riches in the day of vengeance. That's a pretty famous scripture.
Yeah, riches profit not. Yeah, riches profit not in the day of wrath. All right, it's actually prophesied that in the book of Ezekiel that the gold is going to be cast into the street. All right, it's worthless. It's paper money. There's going to be more.
Running it up like really running millions about the American dollar.
Yeah, but it's going to be worth more as toilet paper. We've seen how things get when they say that there's a shortage of something that you can't find nothing. And we had wet wipes, during the first stages of that icky bullshit. All right. You stop right there. You move on.
Fine, I got it.
Got it?
So the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 20, and it reads, "Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul."
God. So be not ashamed when it concerns thy soul that hey, you getting ready out somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, I just kept on.
But hey, we're coming into special times, but very disturbing times to the majority. All right. So hey, prepare yourselves, accordingly. You feel like it's not that important to you. Well, hey, Most High is gonna make it important in that day. If you wasn't observing the time, hey, what do you think is gonna happen?
You're not gonna know what's going on. Definitely when this precious word gets taken from them. Even then,
Right.
it goes all the way back to being told of the times that you're not paying attention. Then when everything all shit goes to the boom, it happens, and it's like whatever.
And I had
Amos 8 and Amos 8.
This is just to read is the book of Micah. It's like it. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, and it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it polluteth it. It's like it, because it polluted shall destroy. Because it polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sure destruction."
Right. Hey, the philosophies of this world is translate Esau Edom got on the masses. I believe everything's fine and dandy. All right. That's what's polluting you. All right. You drunk off this Babylon juice. Right. You think and that delusion, hey, is out right now. You think you okay. All right. That's the biggest thing. You think that Babylon isn't gonna fall. Even though every other sign and person of reason, is telling you different. All right, but go ahead and continue to be a dinosaur or whatever you prefer to be called.
Right? Because you self-made and self-paid. You did it all by yourself. All right?
Continue to be black. All right. Continue to be a Bible. All right. You and all that.
It's Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thou power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is getting ready, to send this famine. We see it in the news. All right. What's this famine? It's the famine of the word. All right. Where this word is from one way out. This word is the key to salvation if you're of the nation of Israel. Right? Go ahead.
And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and shall not find it.
That make no change, because it's not going to be here forever. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to make the rules. Our tongue cleave to the top of our mouth, man. Meaning that we're gonna close our mouths, to the masses. All right. And this prophecy won't be the prophecies and the wisdom, knowledge, and the instruction from the Most High ain't gonna be readily available to you. All right. So we're gonna be there for the elect. All right. In his elect's path, to receive this word. All right. Hey, and as we come in, close closer to that day, we're seeing, all right, persecution from, people speaking uprightly. All right, you get that in Amos 5. They hate them that were at the gate. I don't know exactly where it's at. I think it's 5. Like Amos 5. And it might be
Yeah, come on.
5:10.
This Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuke in the gate, and they shall find him that speaketh uprightly.
Right. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. All right, now who's rebuking in the gate is the prophets. All right, first and foremost. All right, because before this whole red pill movement happened, hey, the prophets of the Lord were speaking, we're talking that talk. All right, that you needed to man up, get from, under your woman's leadership.
God.
All right, but first and foremost, the Most High didn't have you in a sin. For the majority, he didn't have you in a sin mentality to begin with.
Right.
All right, it says his tabernacle is with men. All right, you can't come in here not a man. You can't be a man of the Lord if you're not a man.
God.
All right, if you're still living like a kid or still, sucking on your mama's titty,
Hey, when I was a child, I thought as a child, but now that I'm a man, I put away childish things. Roughly paraphrasing scripture.
Right, that's what the Apostle Paul said, right? So it's no different. Hey, but we're seeing that these the elites really hate this word being preached. All right, that's why they're striking brothers' videos down. All right, that's why they're trying to take off certain apps. All right, your TikTok ain't, your TikToks ain't gonna go on for too much longer. Why? Because at the end of the day, that information is even more accessible. All right, to see what these devils did, that critical race theory.
God.
All right, that they call it, when it's really facts, as the elder Malcolm goes into.
Hey, God,
Hey,
and the
that-
quick jabs.
Right.
Those quick jabs just hit them and cut them real quick.
Or what does it say in 2 Thessalonians? The son of perdition will be revealed. All right, meaning that we don't know who this devil is. Job 9:24.
God.
Hey, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Well, who's ruling this world? The wicked. All right. Esau Edom, so-called white man. He's at the forefront. He's in leadership right now. That's who Yahweh Shemashah is coming back to destroy. Along with everybody that's hand in hand with him.
I got Romans 9, 10 slacking. I got Romans, book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 14, and it reads, How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
Right. So without a prophet, to tell you, direction with the words of the Lord, how you gonna know? How you gonna know to repent? How you gonna know who you are? Right? How you gonna know who's gonna come back and save you?
God. And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach? How shall they preach except they be sent? And it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings unto good things.
And gospel is good news. Good news that this so-called white man is going to be taken out of rulership. All right, that's good news. And the peace, we know peace comes with a cost. All right, what usually makes peace is war. All right, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is a power of war, right? And that's how he's going to bring down this captivity, the stronghold. All right, the strongholds being pulled down by first and foremost this word, but it's exposing, you know, all the bullshit that these devils have done. All right.
And Yahweh Shemi Shai has done it systematically. All right. He has broken. First he woke his people up, breaking us out. Those Abaratas out way are those men. All right. And you men, women, and children listening and learning. Hey, breaking you out of the mental slavery. All right. Renewing your mind. Okay. And to have a renewed mind is to bring back something that you already knew. Okay. To put you in remembrance. Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. Esau, the so-called white man rulership, his time is up. All right. And you're going to be brought down. All right. Through the will and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. And the Israelites, Jacob, you know, is the beginning of the next world power. All right. Contrary to you know, what people believe right now. All right. They said the meek shall inherit the earth. All right. And the meek is Yahweh Shemi Shai's people who's in the low case right now, starting with the elect. Go ahead and jump to Sirach 10 and 8.
You got it. All right. Sirach 10 and 8.
Right there. This is Sirach 10 and 8. Because the unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. So that translation is occurring right now. All right. The translation of this, you know, power. All right. So you know, it's going to be turned over to the righteous. All right. But to who it was originally for. All right. The Israelites. Okay. And it's because of all those things that this nation has done to our people. All right, Trail of Tears. All right, events such as Red Summer, 1920s. Okay, it's more than just the slavery that was told about. This started back in the Greek period, the days of Greek, the Hasmonean dynasty, right? Where we can't even worship our power without being killed, all right? Hey, in the days of Moses, where they're killing every firstborn son, all right? Those are all unrighteous dealings, all right? As it says, you know, the Israelites are the apple of Yahweh Shemi Shai's eye, all right? If you touch his apple, what do you think is going to happen? All right, you're going to reap a consequence. Right? The Most High has a reward for you know, those people that dealt, you know, wrongfully to his people. All right, you got something?
No, hold on. Look for it.
Read down one. Right, you got something?
Going back to Sirach 10. Yeah, 10 and 9. Why is the earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a previous man, for such and one sitteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he causes away his vows.
Right. While you liveth, he casts away his vows. You know, the devil has no, you know, remorse. he has no, you know, start back on the top.
Sirach 10 and 9. Why is the earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a
Hey, and even when you know, you blatantly see that, you know, America is falling, you know, the economy is crashing. Okay, war is on the, you know, yeah, we on the brink of World War III, all right, there's still that sense of pride. All right, you got a flag half staff, but they gonna let that shit wave until every last flag is burnt up. 'Cause that's how America's going out. All right, it's prophesied in what's that? Revelations 9 and 13, 200 million nuclear ICBM missiles are gonna hit this bitch and turn it into a lake of fire.
Yeah.
All right. Why old Virgin Babylon get that real quick.
Yes, it hasn't broken any.
47. You got something else?
Yeah, but I'll get it after that. Just Habakkuk.
It's Isaiah 41 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, so why is the daughter of Babylon? That's how we know it's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about Babylon the Great, okay, aka America. All right, the harlot that sitteth upon many waters. All right, that's all those embassies. Okay,
700, I believe 714 embassies.
right. And why is America or the virgin daughter of Babylon considered a virgin? All right, because no war has been fought here on American soil. All right, besides the Civil War and what's the three
The Civil War,
the great
the Civil
War, the
Revolutionary War.
that was the other name, the French and Indian War.
Yeah.
The three little horns that Daniel talks about, right? But besides that, no World War power, no ICBM missile hit over here. Okay, it's still fresh food.
They say it right here.
Even though it's tainted, but
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
right. Why is it no more tender and delicate? Because hey, this place is gonna get effed up, right? It's starting to look, like the spirit is starting to look more and more like a third world country. You got homelessness. Out on the news, they was talking about all the food banks.
America is considered a third world country.
Right. Right. The food banks don't can't provide it for the people. Yeah, you have Joe Biden sending out how many billions of dollars to fund the Ukraine. All right, which that ain't right. So people can't eat. Why you saying abortion? Sticking your nose someplace that has no business. But honestly, that's the Lord putting the Spirit on him, to do that, right? He putting the Spirit on, this rulership, to make unwise choices, because he's going to take you out, right? Hey, Satan divided against Satan cannot stand. That's all Ukraine and Russia is. All right, that's all America versus Russia is. All right, because Russia is right too.
Shalom, shalom.
Got it?
Continue in Isaiah 47 and 2. Take the millstones and dry mill, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Right. And from how America got territory in the Panama Canal, or to how they still using these economic hitmen to push their world power forward. All right, and those are all unjust dealings. Okay, and what the Lord has, in store for them, He's gonna recompense them, double. But what this word is exposing all of those things.
I'll say what the brother's talking about. Their nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, their shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, that's the Yahweh coming back, in full power, with all them, with in his full glory, right? Having that angelic-like power, all right? Having those chariots, the army of hosts, all right? Give me Jeremiah. That's how America is. Symbolic America. You're tired, your France is burning on a thing, but you're still trying to push this forward. Just make it here. I can put some more gas bill and go another 400 years. Because Esau thinks their nation or their rulership is going to last forever. Jeremiah. I gotta pull this.
On to Jeremiah 1 and 9.
Yeah, I got Habakkuk. I got Obadiah.
Yeah, Brian is deceiving.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 1 and 9. Then Yahweh Shem Yahushai put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Read down. That goes to show that Jeremiah wasn't speaking his own words. He was speaking the words that the Most High put in his mouth.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and pull down, and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant.
Right. So that's exactly what we're doing with Yahweh Shem Yahshai's word. Okay, rooting out a wicked rulership. All right, exposing the every unrighteous act that these people have done to first and foremost the nation of Israel, and then to their own people. All right, because here it is, Esau let his own people starve to death. All right, here it is, you could be a Edomite in this society, but known as what? Trailer trash. And that ain't right, because as it says, the least Matthew, the least of them is going to be greater than John the Baptist.
God.
All right, that's going to be the glory of Yasharah. All right, the glory of Israel. All right, when we're in rulership, hey, every last man is going to be a prince of power. All right, he's going to have that almost not the same authority, but a higher authority than every other heathen nation.
Right.
And that's the difference.
Hey, every man should be like you said, a prince and king, all right, unto these other nations. A judge. Right. All right, always have to bend to the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and his nation.
Right, but the most destroyed JPC walking around, with the lowest of the low, alcoholic, drug addict, speaking, got legions of demons on him, talking all types of crazy stuff. And he's gonna be better than every last one of you in the nation.
God.
You're gonna be pleased to serve him.
God.
Because that's what's in store for every other nation outside of Israel is servitude. All right. So, good on that. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and verse 3, and it reads, The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks.
Right. Who's dwelling in the cliffs of the rocks? Or who dwelled in the cliffs of the rocks when they got taken out of rulership in Rome? All right, they went right up in the Caucasus Mountains. All right, they was living like cavemen, cannibals. Okay?
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right. So they think that they ain't gonna be stopped. They think they can counter or juxtapose Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai's plan. All right. They think they got something to counteract it. When this is your lot. And your lot and the peak the height of your glory is done.
Oh. Let me continue on that.
So go ahead and grab 40. Or you got 13.
Oh no, I was going.
Go ahead and grab that. Yeah, that is.
Itching for a stitch.
Hold that and then read 49.
This is on Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations, that call their lands after their own names.
Oh, so like they call America after Amerigo Vespucci, but Amerigo means bitter. All right, this is a bitter land. All right, you have Africa, Leo Scipio Africanus. Okay, is it see a Roman general?
I believe so, if I remember
You
correctly.
know? So and they continue to do that. Down here you have a John Wayne. Now that they got false idols. Well, Elvis the Jake, but still, they don't see that. They see him as
You see him as the neck of the neck.
What else? You got a lot of these Washingtons.
Yeah. You got all these monuments and streets, the Jackson, Lincoln Memorial, JFK Street.
Like that. So that's just how they do. All right, but the Lord's gonna put an end to that too. All right, doesn't say in Habakkuk they'll fill all over the cities.
Yep. I wanted to get that.
I wanted to get it. So,
yeah, that's good.
He was just sitting there kind of listening.
Yeah.
He had to listen. And that's the thing. Most High will make you get this, make you hear this, even if you didn't want to or expect it.
Right. Hey, it doesn't matter what nation you are. All right.
Because what it say in Isaiah 34 chapter, that come
ye.
So I think it is hard to hear pretty much to hear the judgment.
Yeah.
All right. Those are the two reasons why we prophesy. We prophesy to the elect. To seek out the elect, bring them back into repentance. All right, and hope that they may be saved. All right. If Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai has ordained it that way, and to give the judgment of these heathen nations.
John.
All right, to let them know that hey, you're gonna have to pay up for what you did to Israel.
John. Because you were at ease. Because Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai said I was but a little displeased with the heathen.
All right, we furthered the affliction.
John.
Took the dirt in order with put your hands on it.
I got it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, in verse 1, and reads, "Come near, ye nations, to hear and to hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that therein, the word, Salakia, the world and all things that come forth out of it."
All right, so what's coming forth out of it? All right, economic destruction, calamity, famine, pestilence.
Got it. Verse 2, "For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all them, all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter."
Right, yeah, and that's saying that it's already done. It's already accounted for. All right, you Hamites, y'all gonna get killed by the sword.
God.
And those of you who live, you're gonna be the first fruits of slavery. All right, same way with the Edomites. All right, same with Elam, same with Moab. All right. So if he's gonna recompense, he's gonna recompense swiftly.
God. And hey, 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
It don't matter if you're a baby, grandma, Hey, what is it saying in Ezekiel? Become slave, utterly slave, young and old. All right. All right. He don't have a pity on you because you got a cute little baby face. All right. Go ahead. And Psalms 137.
Want to continue?
Yeah,
Behold.
You
Okay.
go there right now.
Okay.
Get Psalm 137.
Oh, so like she was looking back.
So 137.
You're looking for Psalms?
Yeah.
137. It's Revelation 130. Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed?
Right. That daughter of Babylon links right up with Babylon the Great. Right? Not ancient Babylon. It's talking about America.
Land of the captivity.
Happy shall he be that that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
Right.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thou little ones against the stones.
Right. So, hey, when Yahweh Shai turns up his man, all right, to bring it forth this judgment, hey, it's gonna be a happy thing, to kill your sons and daughters the same way that or in even worse way, but righteously kill your daughters and sons, all right, off the face of the earth. Go ahead.
I got a pray actually. This is hey, this is the book of Amos. Book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 24, and it reads, "But let judgment run down as water, and righteousness as a mighty stream."
Man, that stream can't be stopped. All right, just like Yahweh Shemiah Shai's prophecy. Lord willing, we those men. All right, the Most High is gonna give us that spirit. All right, and take that little Edomite baby and smash his head into a stone.
God.
All right, because that's no different than what they did to us. All right, it says, happy he shall be.
God.
So we might not do it with a smile in our face, but it's gonna give us some sense of enjoyment. All right.
And it's not, and it's for all you other nations. All right, for you Hamites too.
Right, because that same little baby
For you
could
Elam.
have been the one that fed your kid
To the alligators. God.
All right, could have been that old bitch that false accused
Emmett Till.
Emmett Till, right? It ain't no different. All right, but he just hey, Yahweh Shemiah Shai is not a respecter of persons.
God.
He don't give a damn about your children. He only cares about the children of Israel. And right now, he only cares about the 1/3 of Israel. You got more on that?
Huh?
You got more on that?
I got Habakkuk.
That's Revelations 13, starting at 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth unto captivity shall go in captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right. Because what comes with that is our glory. We know when we got them saints, we in the kingdom. Not having to lift a finger, to get what you want. Everything's gonna be delivered to you. All right, but rightfully so, because it's been a long time coming.
God, I got to pray.
Every other nation has had their time to rule. All right, and they did what they did with it. Okay, but we're gonna do righteousness. We'll have you out in the field, cleansing all the destruction.
First and foremost, you're gonna be picking up those bodies.
Right. Yeah, that goes back into Isaiah 34th chapter. shed all them dead bodies. You know, that's as the apostles say, you know, that's going to be your first job. All right.
God. You gotta pray. This be the book of Job, chapter 4 and verse 7. And it reads, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? All right, so who had ever perished being innocent when your children get dashed against stones, when they get thrown off a cliff like King David did, all right, to the heathens, especially to Esau, Edom, so-called white man, okay? Yeah, how about Shimei Awashai has no care for these other nations because you're out of order, okay? You're out of order. You help continue the affliction of the nation of Israel, okay? So being that you did that, yet again, all right, your judgment is coming for it, all right? There is no escape.
Can you grab Isaiah 14?
Yep.
What's that, 27, 21?
I think I'm right there.
This is 2nd Esdras 14 and 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again.
Right, because after you die, you go, you know, to the spirit world, but you get judged at the throne. You know, you get that in Second Corinthians 5 and was that 10 or 9?
I think it's
10. All right, go ahead.
And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
Right. How about Shimei Awashai when he's sitting in front of the throne, say, if you was, you know, righteous, I'll send you back down in a righteous life, all right? Which is your life anyways, but in the ungodly, they don't come down fucked up, all right? It might happen. Like we seen that rapper,
right.
Nubs,
Oh, yeah.
he should have just made his name Nubs. They are. No legs, no arms.
All right.
Talking about,
Two thumbs. Talk about he gonna shoot.
His arm, his no hands.
Talking about he gonna be a shooter.
Right. You gonna shoot his shot. I'll sweat. You know? But that's a judgment, you know. The Lord bring you back to play with demons. All right, you got Down syndrome, you know, this, that, and the third. You know, you get hospitalized. Now you live the rest of your life in a wheelchair. Right, you get hit. You know, as a little child, like bro, we used to work.
Yeah.
You know, hit by a car. Now you just off. Where you gotta live retarded down there for your whole life.
God.
You know, so is that it?
God.
So that just shows that, you know, it proves one, reincarnation, but also that what you do now still determines what happens after you die.
God, cause and effect.
Right.
All right, chain reaction. Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. As we said, you know, they name all these lands after their own name. All right. And it says prepare slaughter for the iniquities of their fathers, meaning that they getting judged. All right, they're gonna get judged for what their fathers do. Right? Hey, that's why you can't say that you know, my ancestors said I'm not gonna get I didn't have no part in it.
Right.
Well, you still reap the benefits. You know, you have that white privilege today, don't you? All right. You're not out here, you know, being harassed by the police. You're not out here, you know, can't get a job. You're not out here, you know, struggling to pay your rent.
It's not only white privilege, you have that heathen privilege.
Right.
All right.
To get a loan.
Yeah, because all you heathen have more privileges than the nation of Israel. All right, and even
like foreigners that come here, you know, the people that immigrate or migrate, you know, to the states.
And the reason that they give the Northern Kingdom loans and stuff to keep them at odds with the Southern Kingdom. That's the only reason. All right, to cause that tension between the two tribes. But Yahweh Shimei Awashai is taking that away. All right.
that time of the kingdom being translated. So, hey, that's why everything's popping up the way that it's doing. This economic disaster is set. All right, this cashless society is being ushered in. The CBDC is getting ready to go strong. Really did a video on that company Binance, another crypto company that gonna pretty soon might go bankrupt. Same dude had his hands in FTP. All right, that we already seen that crash. All right, and what is the U.S. do about it? They say, he need that dude, like, pretty much they're trying to get him to be arrested, for or hit him with some evasion, some fines and shit.
God. And like they're trying to say, with Bitcoin, it's gonna go up, right? And then it's gonna crash.
It's gonna go up.
So
It's gonna boom.
Yeah.
So, you already know that?
yeah, he said it's gonna dip and it's gonna grow, but then once that happens, and that crash back to it, that's when the government's gonna come with their own.
And say it's not safe. And see if you can get your money out of it.
Yeah.
Now see how what
Right.
loopholes it.
And they say, oh, look at this crypto is encrypted, but we
Because
got a
I know-
system that works and can't.
Right, because that lady on Democracy Now! She was talking about that they even trying to take away VPNs, because what people was doing with the VPNs, free game, they because when you pull your
Bounce
money
it.
out of the Bitcoin or Coinbase or different sites, pull that crypto out and into American dollars or whatever you have, they tax you. They start taxing you now. So what they do, they have a VPN that route them out to like Thailand or something. So they getting all that money tax free.
Huh.
So,
Hey,
but
but this devil know.
they saying that the VPN is to protect you from
Predators,
predators like
scammers,
what's the other thing?
hackers.
Homeland terrorism.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's supposed to protect you from everything. Hackers, predators, homeland, homegrown terrorists.
Because what is it called when some attack when they attack they attack the bows or something like that. They attack like certain specific people, like how they was doing with the Asians. Bites and shit. They was getting attacked.
Oh man, I forget the name. I know what you.
When
Nevertheless,
they organize those types of, they're not genocide, but racial, not racial profiling, it's racial, race attacks, pretty much.
you're right.
Which, hey, you know what's gonna happen with your favorite president being indicted is that's
That's amping
they
up.
calling for
Another civil war.
that might a civil war, but uprising of the people.
God.
Because that's gonna cause. It was talking about having military enforcement to try to prevent another attack, another planned attack. You know what it all is.
And we know. Hey, most likely, hey, Trump is gonna get off. Most likely.
Hey, Lord willing, they put him back in because
God.
at the top of his.
He's gonna be at the top of his game. The height of
They make America back strong.
Right. He will make America great again, right? This is his plan. This is his vision that he sees. Hey, you can't say Trump is not a visionary. He's a visionary for the left-hand side. All right? Knowing and understanding, hey, because Yahweh Shemi Shai has given us wisdom and knowledge of these times. All right? That's why he said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Okay?
That's the eyesight, everything comes with being able to discern, and make the right choices. Living, as close to the ways of Yahweh Shemi Shai as we can. Following that path that Yahweh Shai took.
Yeah, I got Habakkuk. Did you want me to keep going on that? On Isaiah? Okay. Book of Habakkuk. I'm going to start at chapter 2 and verse. Let's just start at verse 7. All right, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
So Edom has spoiled many nations. All right, they took this Western philosophy, back east, but with all those embassies, try to push their that philosophy out. All right, and tainted everybody that had morals.
God.
Just say that. Go to Revelation 18. Good.
Because of man's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
The violence of the cities and all that dwell therein. Okay, that's Esau, what they doing. All right, and go ahead. 18 to 3. Yeah.
It's Revelations 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right. Right, so they came up over here, got rich, the merchants of the earth, these other nations. All right, but all of these nations, got drunk off that Babylon juice. Got them thrown up like, man. Go ahead and read the last verse one more time. You sick of it here too. No, not you. I'll talk about
God. You want me to read it over?
Yeah.
God. This that was 10. Or Salaki 8. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe unto him, woe unto him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right, so Yahweh Shemashah is bringing destruction to those people. That's coveted the fields. Who's putting their nest on high? Hey, Esau Edom first and foremost. With these space adventures,
space stations,
and
all these rockets going to the firmament.
That you had Yuval Harari, say that they trying to build their own Noah's Ark to make it a battlefield. Shit hits the fan. Because they know it's done. They know this place is done for them. But they ain't gonna see it.
Verse 10. Thou hast counseled shame to thy house by cutting off my people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam of the timber shall answer it. Verse 12. Woe to him that build a tower with blood.
God, that's how America was built on. All right, America was built. All right, blood, sweat, tears, murder, rape, rape. Of the Israelites.
Slack it. I'll continue. With blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. Behold, is it not of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of hosts, that is Slacketh, that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall worry themselves for very vanity. That's very vanity. Continuing on, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, as the waters covereth the sea. Woe unto him that giveth neighbor drink, and puttest thou bottle to him, and make him drink also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness.
Right. And he, that's how the devil did. He coerced these other nations into, following it. All right. Just like he did that's how, Japan still follow America today. They had to blow their ass up first. Right. He gave them that great,
Big boy and junior.
Big boy. Right. Gave them that big explosion to better get in line, or else you ain't gonna have them. And everything they just coerced, the whole world, putting that bottle to his mouth and making him drink. Right. Same with was that they just came out of Iran or Afghanistan?
Yeah, Afghanistan.
All right. I like this, y'all. Keep it.
Yeah. They jumped in the car. Listening from the car.
Right. But you got distraction. You're going to be destroyed. And rightfully so.
God. Yeah.
This is Revelations 13 and 14. He deceiveth them that dwell upon the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live.
Those first miracles, we were talking about those two bombs that Albert Einstein helped create, and that fire that was thrown from the heavens. All right, had the world, in fear, saying that you never thought, it would come to this. And isn't that what Albert Einstein quote from him saying that the third world war would be fought with nuclear fire?
I believe it was Albert Einstein. But you got that movie too. What is it? Oppenheimer?
Yeah, it came out yet.
Right. But
that's going to show the creation of that.
Yeah. Show the creation of it, and now.
And he actually was, he has quotes, saying how
how it became death.
He's like, damn, fuck that.
Right. And he was saying because it's basically a sure destruction. All right. Because hey, if all these and all these powers, hey, the BRICS and NATO have nukes, right? So being that's where they come. That's why that comes in a sure destruction, because one's not going to let you shoot it on them and not fire back. God, the movie War Games.
Everybody dies.
God.
It's like playing. You're playing chess. Still.
God.
If it ain't game, it's still. They say how much Shai has his elect. Setting up his elect. All right. To rule.
Right. He said.
Oh, you had it, go.
I have it. I remember what he said. He said World War III would have been fought with sticks and stones.
It would have been fought with sticks and stones.
Right.
But due to their blessing, due to Esau's blessing, they got mixed now.
God,
Right? His blessing and prophecy.
God,
Because it's all Yahweh Shem Yahshua is controlling the king's heart. Is in
The hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
king's heart.
The river. I get it.
It's clear to him.
I get it.
So he put the spirit on TV to come up with these weapons of mass destruction. This driving scientist, he put that spirit.
Yeah, and Captain America, Hydra. Go to Obadiah. Get that in Obadiah. I believe it's Obadiah 14 or something like that. Teeman. And I got Proverbs 21 and 1. It's the book of Proverbs 21 and 1, and it reads, "The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai as the rivers of water. He turneth it wherever so he will."
Hey, your president or any government doesn't do nothing without Yahweh Shem Yahshua's say so. All right, because we know that Yahweh Shem Yahshua controls the left and the right. There's not evil in the city. Have I not done it? All right.
9.
Good. This is Obadiah 9, and the mighty man of Teman shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off.
Salakia. Start at 8. And then Salakia.
There's Obadiah 8. Shall I not in that day, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And the mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Right. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai guaranteed and promised. Hey, it's a guarantee and promise that Esau, Edom, after 1,000 years of slavery, will not inhabit the earth again. He will cut his lineage off. That's your sons, that's your nephews, that's your dads, that's your grandfathers, right? Because your lineage comes from the man. All right.
It's 22.
God. Yeah, we're just there. Matter of fact, go ahead and grab just because you can go directly to the point. All right, let's go cut the whole lineage off. All right, so the Esau Edom will not exist anymore because wickedness has to be cut out of the earth. Okay, hey, and we know everything is in the control of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but wickedness, Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, wickedness will be rooted out of the earth. Okay, rooted out. That means to take out, to do away with.
Who's the wicked one?
God.
Same as Cain, or same spirit as Cain.
God.
Hey, with Cain and the Hebrews, quite God.
I'll get it exactly. I don't know how to say it.
But meaning weapon. All right, and then Esau's blessing was the weapon. It was the sword.
This is Isaiah 14 and 22. For I will rise up against them, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and firmament and son and nephew, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Remnant. Yeah, remnant. So,
check the remnant, nephew, son, so you ain't gonna have nobody to produce, that generation. That's why Esau Edom's gonna be done away. Go back and open that. Go to Jacob. Jacob's shall be aflame. Esau stubborn. So
it's 19 through 20.
So it's Obadiah 19, and they in the house of Jacob should be fire.
Yeah, just go ahead.
It's Obadiah 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Shemi Shai hath spoken.
Right. Hey, so the Edomites are going to be done away with them after they pay their days in slavery. Right, that 1,000 years of horror bondage. Right, after that captivity. All right, they're gonna be done away with. They ain't no use. All right, because there's gonna be no use for wickedness. All right, that's all y'all ever. Y'all born estranged from the womb. All right, you're forgers of lies. You know, positions with no value.
Right.
Did you have something?
I got Slakia, Genesis 4:2. For Cain.
You only get so far with this, cashless society with the MOTB, before how about that starts all that stuff down. Right?
He's gonna come in and you think you're in your enterprise. Oh, we in it. We're doing it.
I got the Cain. Cain.
Oh yeah, Cain in
Cain in Hebrew, H 70:13. H70:13 is Cain in Hebrew.
H7014.
Cain. Or pronounce Quayan. Yeah. So I was given both. All right, and Cain, it goes back H70:13 goes back to spear. All right.
sword, spear.
Yeah, sword, spear, weapon. What is the sword or spear? It's a weapon. All right. Hey, how did they fight battles of old? Weapons,
Like
spears.
The archeries, that's how the prophets could see it. They didn't know what a
ICBM.
All right, but they knew that it looked like fire.
Right.
And it looked like an arrow.
And seeing something coming out of a silo. Hey, what does a bow come out of? It comes out of its quiver.
They call it arrows. I believe there's somebody's new. I think it's in Russia or something. Some arrows.
Yeah. Hey, but what is a nuclear weapon down called in America? Broken arrow, right? As they had that movie, Broken Arrow, right? Hey, it gives you Yahweh Shemi Shai speaks in parables and has similitude to everything. All right, so that you may receive the mysteries of the kingdom. All right, hey, if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. But Yahweh Shemi Shai definitely couldn't. I mean, he could have if he wanted to, but we know, hey, Yahweh Shemi Shai is a man of war. All right, the man of war is what? Strategic. He has strategy. He's not going to put it plain upon tables. Did they not have Morse code? All right, speaking code. There was a code that needs to be decrypted. That's why you have that movie, The Da Vinci Code. All right. The difference is that not anybody can just decrypt this code. Okay. There is the only people who are able to decrypt this code is first and foremost the elect out of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 first and foremost, and then the rest of the multitude of the 1/3 of the nation. 2/3 of our own nation can't even decrypt the code. Okay, so how much more would these other heathen nations be able to decrypt this code? All right, it is not gonna happen. There's no one who can infiltrate and get all the mysteries to the keys of the kingdom that they may understand what they need to know to receive it. Okay, but the men of Yahweh Shemi Shai, okay, you might have heard the message. Okay, you might hear the message, but you're hearing the message and you're hearing the good news for the nation of Israel, but you're hearing your judgment if you're outside of the nation of Israel.
No, we're going back up.
This is Revelation 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written and their foreheads.
Right? That's the elect. All right, but the elect men, 144,000. Right?
And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of the great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sang as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man can learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Right. So no man can learn that song except for the 144,000. That song, is this gospel. This is truth. All right, with all the breakdowns, in its entirety.
God.
All right. So nobody can learn that outside of the nation of Israel.
God.
Or you won't understand it.
Hey, and that's the Salakia. That is the beauty of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He has 144,000 elect men to teach the rest of the multitude of the 1/3. Okay, the multitude of the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Okay, will receive salvation. All right, believing upon the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, it is on. This is the only way that it can happen. All right, there is, like the brother said earlier, there is none, that can deliver us. All right, Martin Luther King didn't do it. Malcolm X didn't do it. All right, Tupac didn't do it. The Panthers didn't do it. All right, nobody can do it. It is only Yahweh Bashim Yahushai who can deliver the nation of Israel. All right. Right. Black Panther. Hey, there's no one. Okay. And every time somebody has tried, they have failed. All right. Hey, what did Nat Turner? All right. The historical Nat Turner. All right. Hey, tried to go against the system. All right. But him going against the system, what did they ultimately do? Hey, chop him up in pieces and divided his body. All right. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushai showed him and revealed unto him what he needed to show him at that time. All right. There was always a remnant awakening and put back to sleep. All right. Because it was not yet time. All right. But it was part of the preserving of the truth.
Grandmaster Flash.
God.
Other Moorish. Actually, just saying, I want to watch the documentary on Vice. Which their news is like always.
God.
But they have an episode on like the rise of the Moors. So I thought it might be interesting.
God.
Because I guess more people out there coming to that. They want to be Moors. Moors just mean black.
Well,
Go
yeah.
back to Morano.
But they want to be Moors because George Washington made a treaty with the Moors. Right.
So
they're trying to use that loophole. But not knowing and not really understanding that the Constitution is suspended under martial law. All right. So any treaty that was made, even if you are free, you cannot be a sovereign in a military state.
Right. We're getting closer to that martial law. That's why they implementing those. Or they starting to come up with talks of 15-minute cities. They said the first one's gonna be in Cleveland.
God.
But they want to do that so they can box you in.
God.
What the hell do you need to come out of here?
Right.
All right, and don't think you're going anywhere without that. It's gonna be hard to get out of there, but don't think you're going anywhere without that CHIP.
God.
Which we're gonna get back into. Just pull that real quick.
This is Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Right. Wait upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, because that's how things are gonna happen. All right, and hey, what did it say in Deuteronomy 68 or 28, 68? No man shall buy you, meaning no man is gonna save you, redeem. All right, so ain't nobody besides Yahweh Shai coming back with the Elohim. All right, it's gonna save you. All right.
Until the day that I rise up to the prey.
All right, until the day he rise up to the prey. All right, go ahead.
For my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour out my indignation, even my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured.
Right.
with the fire of my
And
jealousy.
it also says, you know, where in Jeremiah, I believe it's 30. You want to grab that?
Yeah,
30,
cut.
30 and 16 or 31 and 16? I think it's 30 and 16. So the devourer shall be devoured.
Gone. Spell his belly button lit. It's Isaiah 30 and 16. But you said no, for we will flee upon. No, that's not it. It's not it.
16.
God. You said 32 and 16? The judgment shall dwell.
No, so the devourer shall be devoured.
Come here. I'll do it. This B is loving me right now.
Right, he's annoying.
Hey, call all y'all about Shimmy outside about shit about that. Let me just calm down. I'm sorry. It was in my face.
Devourer shall be devoured.
KJV, the devourer should be devoured. Malachi 3 and 11.
I don't think that's
No, that's
not the one.
devoured.
But you get the point that, you know, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah is going to be the one that delivers.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and 16.
Isn't that what I thought?
Isaiah.
I thought you
I thought you said Isaiah.
Yeah.
Slack it. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and 16. My bad. I thought you said Isaiah.
Nah,
Therefore,
I said Jeremiah. I'm gonna run it back.
God. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
I was like, damn.
Salakia. That was my fault.
Good.
Yeah. I thought you wanted to stop. Okay, I'm reading from the top. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
It's funny too, because I went to Jeremiah 30 and 16, but I went to 31 and 16. I read it like, I was like, oh damn, it is okay. But I was reading 31. But yeah, so Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah already has it set that, hey, those that devoured us, destroy the nation of Israel, they're gonna be devoured. They're gonna be destroyed. All right. He's gonna rise us up to the prey.
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna set, but it's all according to his plan. When that time's right, who's gonna set that order? Yahweh Shai is. All right. Yahweh Shai is gonna raise up, his men to, and give them strength, and deliver his elect. Right. Yeah, he's gonna flip that around. It's just a matter of time and staying faithful, according to this gospel. Go ahead, let's get
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. So if you don't get down with this beast system, all right, this Roman beast system, all right, because of the real Spartans were Israelites.
God,
All right, that 300 that started with Israel.
God. Hey, as that guy just said back.
Right. But this Roman beast system, here in Babylon the Great, all right, if you don't get down with they new game plan, hey, you're gonna be knocked off the map, put in jail, all right, casted out of society, all right, and they gonna try to feed you to the dogs. They don't let you stand off to yourself, like in what's that Total Recall, where they had a whole another underground society.
Yeah.
Demolition Man had that. All right, all these movies with futuristic prophecies in them kind of showed you how things is gonna be. And also, Matrix.
Yeah.
It was living
In Zion.
in Zion.
God.
But
That Zion's not
kind
gonna
of
be
be
on the
low key,
grid.
but it ain't gonna be. They ain't gonna have Morpheus beating on the drums, big ass, house party going on. It ain't gonna be like, in Jacob's trouble. Hey, it says, make yourselves pilgrims.
God.
Be ready, to be on the run. All right.
And cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. That's an implantable device right there. Right. They small grain of rice. We see them implement Neuralink. Getting ready to implement.
Hey,
And it all
trials
starts with this cashless society.
trials start in June.
Neuralink trials start in June.
Human trials. Slocky. Let me be.
Because they already got the lab rats and the monkeys out the way.
Right.
Right. And you see, push for, electric cars.
Yeah.
Why? Because that all coordinates, or that all goes together with this, Internet of Things. All right, where they have complete control, over everything that you do, so they can have all eyes. What do they put on the dollar bill? That all-seeing eye, right?
Right.
Well, they put in this, they starting with this cashless society. Everything starts with them going cashless.
Yeah.
All right, because that's where they set up the central banking digital currency, all right, which they have already made. They already put it in Paul, from Isaiah 10 and 1.
Got a question?
No. It's Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
All right, who sets it and makes the laws? Esau, Edom does.
God.
All right, the unseen, the elites, really.
The Oppenheimers, the
But,
Gettys, the Gentiles.
Rothschilds,
Rothschilds.
Rockefellers, and they control the money. But she said he don't care what the law says as long as I control the money.
Right.
Right, but that means that they can pay off whoever makes laws and live by according.
God. Go ahead. Continue.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Right, so they prescribe these unrighteous decrees. All right, meaning that they pre-wrote these laws. Here it is, this CBDC and MOTB, it's already been made a law. Article 1407 or 1467. I think it's 14.
Yeah, 14067.
But that's this NWO, starting up. What else they got? Agenda 2023 or 2030. My bad. That's the year we hoping it's really Agenda 2023, because that means that we just closer to to the coming of our Lord.
God, and your president Biden signed that the ID 2020. All right, knowing that this thing is a gradualism, works in gradualism. So with that gradualism working hand in hand, all right, everything is being now revealed. All right, because they kept it from you so they could strip away some more laws, right? Erase stuff in the books, add an amendment here, add an amendment there, and collapse the economy. All right, so things wouldn't be so obvious so fast.
They MO is order out of chaos, order out of chaos. So they gotta create the chaos first, to track, as it says, he waited, lurking privately, setting up that snare, okay, for you to fall in. And then once you ain't got no options, all right, once you don't want to get this, or once you see, the disaster that's coming, or that has come, all right, have no way to pay for anything. You're gonna be forced into Esau's palm of his hand.
God. Hey, how about Shimmy Al-Shad just had this car pull up just to get marked and leave? Yeah. What's going on here? Get out now, get back in the car. God.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right. So if you ain't got that CHIT, if you ain't got that small grain of rice implanted in your head or your hand, you ain't gonna be able to live. All right. You ain't gonna be living well. All right. You ain't gonna be living well. We don't really. Yeah, but you ain't gonna be living. You ain't gonna be able to go up in the store and get what you want. You ain't gonna be able to buy nothing. All right.
How about Shimmy Al-Shad? Yeah.
All right. There's a recompense to hey, there's a judgment for those that take. Okay.
Revelation 13 and 18. Where is wisdom? Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of men, and his number is 303 scores and 6.
666 on the QR code. QR code. Right there. The 6 feet. Stick. Okay. In the Greek, stigma meaning to stick, prick. All right. Eerily is very similar to the word charagma. All right, that MARK in the Greek. All right, and if you're a Negro, Latino, and Native American, all right, our father's line goes back to Israel. All right, and you take that MOTB, that grain of rice. All right, hey, you're gonna be saved for the sword, man. You're gonna die one way or another. All right, salvation won't be for you. All right, get 16:2 or 14:9.
Revelations 14 and 9. And a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, and the presence of the holy angels, and the presence of the Lamb.
Right. So in the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb, when that judgment come back, all right, because Yahushua is coming back to bring judgment. Every time you want to go to Matthew 10:34, Hey, but that's the judgment for taking this thing, all right? Because now you're saying, I don't need the Most High to solve my problem. I got Esau. Right. You put Esau as your Most High, so let him deliver. Right. All right. Stand now with thine enchantments. Right. Since you trusted in woe unto those who trusted in Egypt, or woe unto those who go down to Egypt for help.
Isaiah 31.
And that's pretty much what y'all doing. Because as soon as he said you couldn't get a job no more, you went and got jabbed up.
God.
All right. As soon as it took, kind of hindered your life, you wanted the things to go back to normal. So, well, you did whatever he said.
How do we get back?
I just want to go to sit down and rest now.
I just want to go to a movie. I want to go shopping.
And then come find out all that shit don't even matter. It actually was worse. Was worse, had adverse effects and whatnot.
God.
That you can't even knock for people for saying it because it's true.
Okay, I got Isaiah. What is Isaiah 31? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
And spiritually, America is Egypt. All right, Revelations 11. All right, go ahead.
And stand on horses and trust in the chariots because they are many.
Right, those horses being the military. All right, chariots, military. Modern day military. Go ahead.
Sluck it.
And that's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks that America's military might is going to be able to withstand, everything that goes on, in World War III.
And in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
Right, and that's our people to do. All right, they rather listen to what this white man has to say, all right, than what the Most High is saying. Okay, go ahead.
Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words.
And once his words go out, hey, it's a done deal. All right, and he just like those arrows that's going to be shot over here. Go ahead.
But will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity.
So the wicked gonna get it. All right. Those of you, following after this devil, John 8:44. All right, y'all gonna get it too. All right, you getting the same punishment as these heathen nations because that's who this go around. Because that's who you try to act like. All right, that's who you see as the power. Okay, it's plain to see in your sights. Want to continue on that?
Yeah, I'll continue just till 3. Verse 3. Now the Egyptians, sluck it. No, the Egyptians are men and not God. and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hoping shall fall down, and they shall fall together.
Right. So everybody tied, with any ties to this place, all right, you gonna get it. All right. Most High is not having it. All right, he said this is all, man-made, all the cardinal stuff. All right, that ain't gonna last. Okay. Hey, the Most High's power is way, stronger than anything these devils got. All right.
I got to agree for that. And the Most High's power is is the Elohim and his people.
Right.
All right. And matter of fact, just because I was already on. Let's look at Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 19, and it reads, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For thou will, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms."
Starting with this word. All right. These kingdoms in this world right now, they taking major losses, major hits because the men are out here prophesying, manifesting Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's prophecies. They got it earlier in Jeremiah 1 and 9. Rooting out, pulling down, rooting out, all right, and then setting up this new one. All right, setting up Yasharallah all through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai first, foremost. Okay, but hey, This place is coming to an end.
No, that's it. It's Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Right. And that's how Shah is coming back. All right. To bring peace to that sword, make war. All right. What's that sword? You know, the sword is gonna come in many forms.
I got it.
This is gonna be the book.
This is going to be the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and start at verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst, them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
Hey, what's the destroying wind? The tempest. Okay. But once them nukes hit, that pushback, that mushroom cloud that comes out. All right, but that wind, the force of that wind, rip your damn face off.
And I will, verse 2, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land.
And those fanners start with the prophets of the Lord. All right, adding fuel to the fire, but these whistleblowers. All right, anybody bringing up information exposing this devil. All right, just as we had Nord Stream 1 and 2. That's still a major thing. That when we know the truth of the matter, but when the truth is finalized by these devils,
Right.
all right, and a war gonna pop up. All right, and that's gonna cause NATO to break up.
Hey, because most of you Americans forgot about it.
Right. And they came out and said they had they journalists, come out and say it. He had credible sources, and he's a credible journalist. I forgot his name, but you got it.
Continue on. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her around about, against him that bendeth, slacking, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his region, I can't pronounce this. It's tongue twisting me right now. Virginia. I can't pronounce it. Yeah, 51 and 3. Himself up in the Brigandine, I can't pronounce that. Brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Slack it.
There ain't gonna be nothing left. Go ahead. He gonna grab that word real quick.
God. Brigandine.
And the blue letter is H5630. His armor.
It says armor.
Yeah, body
So where it says, against him that bendeth with the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted up his brigandine, his armor. Hey, that's those interceptors. All right, that's those. Hey, you already know.
I couldn't put it.
Yeah. Deeper into the word, bring down.
They're going deeper into the word. It's H82 and 80. To let loose free, to let loose, to set free.
It says
It's Sharab.
And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her household. And there's going to be, you're not going to be able to free yourself from this, upcoming destruction. All right, but that armor. All right, so the defense system, all right, isn't going to uphold all the attacks.
Hey, that's why they have that cloaking device. All right, China has that. Yeah, the plasma around the missile.
There's more of them.
Yeah. Satan 1 and Satan 2 can't be detected.
I think Kim Jong Un got the sea missile.
Yeah. Here it is. All this technology, right, that America has, and they can't detect. Hey, the missiles that they're going to be their downfall. All right, it goes to show you that Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, is the power of all powers. All right, he's Father of war, God of war. All right, continuing on, verse 4, and it reads, Salakia, Jeremiah 51 and verse 4, and it reads, Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, power of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
No, so this is the recompense that the Most High has ordained for Babylon. All right. The Chaldeans, it's all similar to America. All right.
Verse 7, and it reads, Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's hand, and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are made, are mad. I said,
right. Right, so these nations are mad, delusional. All right, they also mad that they got swindled. All right. Here it is, America is in $39 trillion debt. All right. And what do you think? Hey, why do you think all these other nations are dropping the dollar? Because it has no value. All right. And then when the dollar has no value, there's no gold that backs up the dollar. Then how are you doing?
That dollar was a petrodollar. It's backed by oil.
Right. So now it has no money. Right. How they gonna come for their money then? Because you don't pay somebody, usually they get mad.
And they're gonna try to they're gonna try to rape all the land. All right.
Right.
And that's what they're doing now. They're returning back to their countries, with certain amount of goods and everything. Whatever they have, whatever America has, hey, they're calling in their debt. All right, these other countries are calling in their debt, and lo and behold, they think, all right, they think that they're going to rise up into power. The heathen rage and imagine a vain thing. Okay, they believe that the land of America is going to be up for grabs after they nuke this bitch.
Right.
All right, and that's not going to happen. All right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said this is a place that will be utterly destroyed, never to be inhabited again. All right, this will be a memorial. All right, there will be this will be a desert, a barren desert with desert creatures. All right.
Want to go back to Jeremiah
51.
50?
Yeah, I can get in 50.
50 or 40.
Come on. Oh, dang. I just lost the page. Slack. It's in 50, right? Or,
I believe it's 50. At the end, somewhere else.
yeah,
Yeah, 38. 1538.
Yeah, I was just waiting on that.
Yeah.
50. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 38, and it reads, a drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are made upon their idols. Therefore the wind, therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelling from generation to generation. As Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah in the neighboring cities thereof, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so shall no man abide abide there, neither shall any son or man dwell there. Behold, a people shall come from Slaki. That was it.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yep.
This place is gonna be uninhabitable. All right, you ain't gonna be able to come back to America. All right, in the kingdom. All right, only the foul beasts. All right, the unclean beasts is gonna be over here. Those dragons and owls, as it said. All right.
Hey, the remnant of America. There will be no
Not a ring.
Slaki. There will be no remnant. There will be no remnant or no artifacts of America. All right, you will not find a bottle cap.
Right. Not a Coca-Cola plastic.
Right, you won't find anything to do with the land of America. It'll be written in the scriptures, in the holy scriptures, hey, where you can look upon, all right. But for it to ever be dwelt in again, or any what is that movie? Oh man, just played it. Damn, it's that movie with the that chick. Played it. I don't know her name. It's the chick. Hold on. It's like the moving cities. The one I had you watch.
Oh,
It just slipped my mind.
okay, no, I don't.
It starts with the E Empire. And
One with the ships, and then they
yeah,
immortal,
Mortal Engines.
Yeah.
Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, and with Mortal Engines, what they have, they had the little trinkets from, they had the minions and stuff like that. Hey, which that movie's hella spiritual, right? They had the trinkets and everything, but because what? They show you in that movie that, hey, America was destroyed.
Right, and those big ships were like
The powers.
yeah, like the Brits coming
Yeah.
in control.
Yeah.
Because there's pretty much one big ship and a bunch of little ships that were, trying to make it.
Yeah.
And that big one came around. You had no chance. It was faster, 10 times as big as you. Just steam housing, taking you in and then making you either, pretty much captives to their society.
God, hey, and they're
That's pretty much what this new world order doing. How they gonna captivate you? They gonna captivate you with this MOTP.
Right.
So if you don't get it, they gonna be out because they're just fending for themselves.
Hey, and that in the beginning of the movie too. Hey, if you ever watched the movie, there's a when the main character bumps into a Jake. All right, hey, he humbles down and showing that submission.
Right.
All right, and he was in purple. All right, he was in purple, knowing that purple is royalty.
Right.
Okay. Hey, so that movie is super spiritual if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. All right? You just got to pay attention. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do a lesson on that.
Yeah.
Salaki, I got a little sidetracked.
It's Matthew 10 and 15. Verily I say unto you, if shall be no tolerable.
It should be much tolerable.
So it should be much. It shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
Right. And it's going to be more tolerable, all right, in Sodom and Gomorrah than that city. What city are you talking about? Babylon the Great. All right. America. All right. And how did Sodom go out? By fire from the heavens.
God.
All right. And it got burnt up, destroyed. All right. And only the one righteous man, Lot, got saved out of it with his daughters. All right. Well, the elect one get saved out of this.
Hey, Con, that's how you came about. Hey, Moab, all right?
Right.
Hey, you so-called Chinese and Japanese, all right?
Right.
Hey, you are Hebrews, all right, but you're not Israelites. Okay? So knowing, I seen something that was just way off, saying where they came from and everything like that. So I think they said they came from Japhet or something like that. But knowing, the scriptures tell us directly where you came from. You came from Lot, all right? It happened to be incest and Lot. Lot, when Lot's daughters got him drunk because they believed that the world was ended, all right? And that's how Yahweh Shimi Shai made your two nations, all right? Hey,
Watch Old Dog. Oh yeah, Old Boy, and that'll give you a sense of how it happened.
uh,
Go ahead. 6. 27. No, 25.
60,
Yep. Read down to
2 Ezra 6 and 25. Whoever remained from all these that have told thee to escape and see my salvation and the end of the world.
No, that's only going to be the elect. Right?
And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their death. And in the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning.
Right. Those new bodies. All right. In that second covenant, we're going to be the first fruit to that, Lord willing.
Lord,
Right.
and mine's renewed,
Right.
all right? Being perfect. It's like it. Just,
For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
Right. Meaning that they ain't going to be around. All right. Most High is coming to destroy wickedness.
right.
Right.
Israel will be perfect.
Right.
All right. Israel will be perfect. There'll be no more ICBM missiles needed. No more. Hey, these nations won't learn war anymore.
Right. Just as they're trying to show, what they got now, and it's gonna reverse it. They're gonna meet their spirits in the funny
God.
right?
As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
Because when these prophecies roll out, that it's gonna make you believe for one way or another. Right?
And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Hey, that's the end result of this whole thing. All right, Yasharala back in the power seat, Lord willing. All right, this devil getting taken out. All right, America being destroyed.
Hey, there'll be
and that truth, there's gonna be no doubt, who's in charge. How about Shimon Shai?
all right, and then those to push forward his law, his nation.
Right.
All right. Hey, and it'll be a pure tongue return. There'll be no more bastard languages. Right.
So, but that truth gonna be declared, meaning that everybody gonna know what's up. All right, everybody gonna know who's in charge. All right, and who they are. All right, and what their placement. They don't know they roll in the kingdom. All right.
And then they will rejoice. All right. After, they're gonna rejoice after their slavery, but and in their slavery.
Right.
Right. After probably the first, we don't really know, but but it does. The scriptures, roughly paraphrasing, do say, hey, when Esau is taken out of power, when the wicked are out of rule,
when the righteous are in rule, hey, the people rejoice. Okay, by them being taken down, so hey, they'll live longer. You know, they'll eat better. They'll actually get to enjoy their families. They won't be perfect, right? They'll still, heathen nations will still go off or whatever, whatnot, but they won't get a life sentence in prison. All right, they'll get their judgment swiftly. It'll be executed, taken care of. They'll go, if it's death, they'll go back to the Father, and then they'll return upon the time where it's necessary, or whatever judgment it may be. All right, Yahweh Shem Shai will, hey, everything will return back to its rightful state. All right, hey, this is the patience and the faith of the saints. That's what we pray and hope for. All right, that's where our hope lies. Okay, to be perfect and to be one with Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, and to Yahweh Shem Shai to have mercy on our nation. All right, yet again.
So with that, I'm gonna close out. Give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Pay double honors to the apostles and elders. Pray most on teaching the well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to our life. All right, till next one, say Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.